Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new. We're just going to do a intro to a new project, one that I kind of wanted to do, and really why I wanted to make my channel in the first place. It was a roulette style pan those eyeshadows, or eyeshadow roulette. So basically the premise of this is that you just randomize 6 eyeshadows from your collection. I do have a list of them that I've generated. If I was prepared, I would have had it up already. I have a makeup inventory spreadsheet that I keep, and then I also have a Google Drive doc that does not have my individual eyeshadow colors in it, but I kind of wanted to just give a background on this. I have a lot of pressed eyeshadows and palettes. I have a few pressed singles from ColourPop that I bought recently, and then I have a lot of loose or like pigment shadows from bareMinerals and MAC, and I want to just kind of get use out of all of them. So the rules are that you pick randomly. I'm going to I'm going to randomly generate a number using the Pretty Random app on my phone. I'm going to either pick a pressed shadow of some sort or a loose shadow. If I pick a loose eyeshadow, my goal is to use it 20 times, and then the eyeshadow in a pan form, I want to hit pan on those. So it's a little bit different than how other people do it. I think that other people usually will only do like pressed singles, whereas I want to do like loose and pressed, and I guess liquid too. So the liquid kind of rolls into that like loose or pigment shadow as well. So I want to use my loose, liquid, or pigments 20 times. And then my pressed ones, I want to hit pan. So I'm going to just grab my spreadsheet and then we'll generate the numbers together. If I was prepared, I would have done this already, but I'm not because I'm terrible. Okay, now that I've had that settled. Okay, so just some more background on this. I have a pan percentage that I'm also tracking. Right now I have 8.47% of pan. That is only including obviously shadows that I can hit pan on. So if I can't hit pan on it, it's not included in this. I have 437 individual pans of eyeshadow, and then I have 59 like pigment or liquid shadows. So that one's not, I'm not really tracking anything on that one. I was kind of just tracking if I used however many I used in the year. So, but I kind of just only really want to focus on the percentage in my pan percentage. So right now I have 8.47%. I hit pan on 37 eyeshadows and used up 6 pans in like this year, which is fantastic. Most of those were from the Lorac Pro, like the original one. I took all the products that have pan already off of my like master list, so I won't generate one that has pan in it. I don't want to focus on those. I know I love those shades, or I have gotten enough love out of them and I need to show some more love to the rest of my collection. With that being said, I'm going to grab my phone, which is behind me, and pull up the Pretty Random app, and we will get started. I don't know if I said I want to just get 6. What am I? I want to get 6 shadows to pull. So I have the numbers 1 through 451 in my Pretty Random app. And let's see if I can screen record this and then just pop it over here. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So I'm screen recording this. I need a pen so I can write things down as they go. Okay, so I'm going to put the numbers 1 through 451 in my Pretty Random app. And if you know, it always just starts with 49. So I'm gonna screen record. I will pop it up here somewhere and we'll get started. I'm gonna write them down in my notebook though, so I know and I won't forget, and then I can just pull them. So the first number I have is 13. The next number I have is going to be 40. followed by 67. Man, this like only wants to get low numbers. And then 139. Maybe I spoke too soon. 316. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more. 170 is the last one. All right. So I'm gonna go look at what those are, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just went through my spreadsheet and pulled out the items that I am going to be using, and I'm a little nervous on some of them. So I'm gonna start with the first numbers go all the way down to the bottom. So the first one I pulled is a MAC Pigment. So I don't think that this is gonna be exciting to see, but this is the MAC Pigment in Tan. It's a beautiful shade, don't get me wrong, and I am very excited to like kind of pull this out and use it. I'm gonna swatch it for you, but I mean, it's a pigment, so I don't know how exciting it's gonna be. And it's like right up to the top, kind of full. So yay. So that is the shade Tan. It is beautiful, and it's definitely something you can wear every day. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to pull it out in the morning. A little hard to fuss around with something like that before work. And then, wouldn't you know, I pulled another loose shadow. So this is, ironically enough, has my name in it. This is bareMinerals 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬𝓼. It is, I'm gonna try to hold this up. It's again, a beautiful shade. So, almost kind of like a darker version of tan, like a tanner version of tan. Does that make sense? No? Okay. Touch that and swatch that guy. Wow, they're like very similar. The good thing is I wanted to get a lot of use out of my loose shadows this year, so here we are, starting the year off working with them. So that next to it, this one here, that is 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬𝓼. So they're very similar. I feel like this would have been super beautiful if, I feel like this color would have been really beautiful if I had like a little bit more like a tan, but we don't. So after we pulled that, we then go into the James Charles and Morphe palette. This is like the behemoth, the Mac Daddy size of this, and I got the shade 518, and I don't know where that is. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I got 518, which is this neon orange. Nothing like getting fluorescent Kraft mac and cheese orange in December, January. So that is that orange shade. It's actually very beautiful, and I feel like I can definitely sheer it out if I use it in the crease. I think that would be really pretty. Can't wait to, I mean, I am excited to play with this more. I definitely haven't shown it the love that I should have. So the next one on my list is from the Juvia's Magic palette, and I have the Mac Daddy size again. And I got the shade Zakiya, this like beautiful orangey shade. And it'll pair really nicely with 518. And if I could clean my hands off, give it a swatchy next to it. Yeah, that'll pair beautifully. Like, that is cohesive as hell. So, I mean, I might be able to make these little more neutral looks with like a colorful crease, which is good. Sorry if I shifted. The last shade I have is Looxi Caffeine Queen, and that is this beautiful, focus on the shadow. That is this beautiful like muted shade. This was limited edition. I don't know why Looxi just doesn't release things that are permanent, but I love this shade. It was a whole like coffee house kind of theme. But we'll swatch it. Yeah, it's like a mauvey dusty rose kind of color. So good news is I feel like for everyday purposes, I can definitely use that Caffeine Queen and either so there's Caffiene Queen over here. So I feel like I could definitely pair these two together. I don't know if this one and this would pair well, but I definitely think Caffiene Queen would look beautiful with either one of these two like shimmer shades. So I'm glad I got mattes to work on. I'm a little nervous I got mattes to work on because I know mattes are typically harder to, oh, I lied. That's not it. That's not all of it. Oh, this is easy peasy. Okay, so the next palette I got was my Anastasia Prism palette. This was, I want to say 2018 or 2017. And I probably, this is probably well expired. I mean, it says 6 months shelf life. But that's fine. The shadows work fine. And I pulled the shade Eden, which is this like pinky tone, which will go really well with Caffiene Queen actually. Oh, yeah. So those are those shades there. So this is my septet, I don't know. my 6 shadows that I'm going to work on. Again, that's Tan, Exotic Laura, 518, Zakiya, Caffiene Queen, and Eden. I definitely feel like these are more summer shades for sure, but I'm going to look forward to using these. I am probably going to focus mostly on these two right here, maybe a little bit of Zakiya. I definitely think I can hit pan on Eden in a month. Anastasia shadows are typically shadows that I can pan fairly quickly. Anastasia shadows are fairly easy to hit pan in. As you can see, I already have 2 pans in this palette, but I'm excited to get another pan in this palette. I really do like the Prism palette and I want to get more use out of it. So same thing with my Looxi shadow. That's Caffiene Queen that was here. I'll probably pull this out and put it in a little palette. And then of course my 2 giant ones. So the goals, just like a brief recap for these pigments. So I have Tan here and Exotic Laura here. I want to use these both 20 times. So both of these 20 times each. I'm probably going to focus on one and then use the other. So that's the goal there. I then want to hit pan. Gosh, this palette is gigantic. I want to hit pan on 518. That's that super bright orange one. Then hit pan again on Zakiya here at the top. It's a beautiful palette. I love these Juvia's Place palettes. I love especially this Magic one. I just think the shades in there are gorgeous. I want to hit pan in Caffiene Queen. I think that is definitely doable. And then I'm going to hit pan. I'm for sure going to hit pan in the next month on Eden. I think that I can get some pretty easy, staple, everyday looks with that, and then using one of those loose shadows and kind of, well, at least have something to look forward to. Let me know what your projects are this year. Let me know if you're doing a pan those eyeshadows kind of roulette style. I will link some ladies that are doing it down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. All right, bye.